Man, I'm about that shit. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, yo, row your boat, effort till she screams. Mary, 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 I wanna go see Santa Claus. Is that me or she has no booty, bro. She has no butt. Absolutely flat. Yo, yo, lie, man. Check that whole homegirl butt out. Girl, it's so flat. You tell her like it is, Aisha. She looks like one of them Liar's girlfriends. I mean, her butt is just so small. Y'all don't know about that song. Back in the day. Back in my day, bro. Republican? No, Republic. I don't even know, bro. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, man. Wow, man. Wow, man. Wow, man. Wow, man. Wow, man. Man, wow. Portraits. I got beat. The chainsaw, I'm like, nope. Not today. I think I dribbled on myself a little bit. I heard that chainsaw, like, nope. So I'm thinking about oh, thank you. So, as people know, I'm a developer. Okay? I'm a developer. I don't know anything about artwork, animations, or nothing like that. But I really want to make my own icons for DBD and my own perk icons like down here and my own portraits. And you need Photoshop or Paint.net. And you need to be able to go through and I don't like how it fills up. From my, if you're using the bottom floor, it shouldn't. Anyways, uh, but you need Paint.net or Photoshop or GIMP. GIMP will work, it's free. And you need to be able to basically take out, like, well, the perks are easier to do because you can just change the color, paint on, you can get the icons from the files. But the portraits, you're gonna have to trace out and take the background out, which ain't hard to do. We got the magic wand, we got tools that allow us to do that. But if you want, designing the background and stuff, that's why I'm not really good at. But, however, oops, I do have an idea and I'm gonna show you guys. So my friend, he's a very, very good, very good artist, 3D artist. And I told him that I wanted to design portraits, my own portraits. And I needed someone to draw out a background and design a background. He uses Blender and he uses other Cinema 4D and some other programs that are really good. And I think I want to showcase what he did for me. He sent it to me last week. I have them in my photos. But I still have to go through and do my part. I still have to go through, take the portraits, add them to Photoshop or whatever, take out the background, clean up the characters, make it transparent, and add the background that he designed for me. So he gets a lot of the credit too. He gets more of the credit because he actually designed this by hand. And he's a good friend. I told him I would pay him. He said, don't worry about it. So, because I really wanted to design my own, like I said, development stuff. I know about development stuff, right? But when it comes down to making my own icons and stuff, I don't really know. I'm not creative when it comes down to map design or 3D artwork, animations, and stuff like that. So I'm like, dude, I need your help. Like, I want to design, you know, because this ain't programming when you're designing your own perks and stuff. But I really like this background, and I think people are really gonna like it. And it kind of fits the horror style. So I told him that I wanted something that kind of resemblance. This guy's a bot. Get out of here. I'll explain that more to you in just a second. I want a large fry. I want a large fry with that. You're chasing the wrong one, man. You are chasing the wrong survivor, buddy. You still want me? Unless you know how to curve really well. Oh my God. He's flung through it? You're a maniac. Bro, he's really walking over me after catching me after about 2-hour chase. That's crazy work, bro. One v one me, bud. If you're that confident and want to be an asshole, 1v1 me. This guy thinks he's good, bro. I don't think he understands who I am. I'm like 120, probably 1,000 times the player he is, bud. Dude's a console player, bro. Trying to check someone who's been playing the game probably longer than he's been born. That's crazy to me. Like, he's so bad, man. He's trying to check me. That's crazy. Dumbass! Bro. Oh my god, this dude's trying to check me, bro. Let him know, bro. He's lucky that was a bot lobby. These guys on PlayStation, we're gonna find out where this guy's on. 1v1 me, brother. 1v1. You want me, bud? I don't think he understands who I am. I think people need to let him know. He's so lucky that was just bad teammates, man. He's salty. Get off my dick, bruh. $500 a game. He said I'm trash. Wow. Wow. Join. He targeted me for being in TTV. That's very impressive, dude. Very immature. Very mature. A legion? A freaking legion, bro. You know what that means, right? Mending simulator. Yeah, I mean, I can understand YouTube and Twitch, but mostly YouTube because I got more followers on YouTube than Twitch, way more. Oh yeah. No, I mean he ended up being chill. At first he was kind of, oh shit. Okay, my camera is gonna piss me off if I keep getting a skill check. Okay. No, but he ended up, like at first he was like, oh you suck, blah blah blah. But I think he was only saying that out of like frustration that he thought I was being toxic. I can get why they think I'm being toxic, but the reason I run a flashlight, I'm not trying to double click, but if I miss my moonwalk, I have to click again to be able to get my character line back up. So, for example, when you turn this way, and you click your flashlight, your character flips around, right? So when I do that, I want to go into a moonwalk, right? But if I mistime it, my character turns around. So I have to click again and keep trying until I can get the timing right. So that's what I was trying to do. I kept fucking up my timing. I can see why killers think I'm being toxic about it. I promise you I'm not trying to be. But I can see why. But it just looks flashy, and you know, as you can see, one time I did it, I made a miss. Now 360 at the shack, so like I wouldn't have been able to do that or done that without the flashlight. Because you know, you can come up with some really cool tricks to just try to stay alive. And that's what I was trying to do. But I could see why he was thought being toxic though. But my teammates were bad. When he said I was bad at first, I'm like, dude, I'm the only one in the 20,000s, bro. I hate Legion, man, with a passion. We're literally just playing the minion simulator right now. Yeah, I'm gonna stay up late tonight, pretty late. Tomorrow's my mom's birthday, so. This guy is camping a hook. I had to go for the save. He was about to die. Oh my god. Why can't I get teammates that can hold their own in chases, bro? I love toes. I bet you do. See, now these are killers right here I want to be talented to. Oh my god. Chasing the wrong guy, my friend. You see that? You see that spin I just did on him? would not have been possible without a flashlight, bro. Absolutely not. And I did it early too. I don't know how I pulled that off. That was hella early. But yeah, tomorrow's my mom's birthday, so I'm gonna go to church with her, and then take her to lunch, and then go to work Monday. But I don't think about work till I clock in. So after I get home around after lunch, I'm gonna just play the game the whole time and till I go lay down, because that's what you do when you don't have a girlfriend or a wife or kids, and you stay single. You make your own money, and you take care of yourself. You take care of your mental health. You take care of yourself. People's like, oh man, you live stream too much. You play the game a lot. Well, that's what you do when you ain't got a wife up your ass. You do what makes you happy. You do what you want to do. I mean, being in a relationship might be cool and all, yeah. But my point is, I don't have a family like that of my own, so I don't have to give my attention to somebody or a kid or wife. I just do me. I might be dead here. Oh my god, that guy was so lost, bro. He was so lost. Oh my god, bro. He was so... Watch him hit me on the hook. Yeah! These killers are not liking me tonight at all, bro. Well, I mean, look, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he thinks, like the other last killer thought, that I'm being toxic with the flashlight. I'm just doing it just so I can try to spin him. You notice I don't do it. I'm not doing it to get him to chase me. I'm only doing it for spinning. When I go into a moonwalk. It's not like I'm over here. Now, I will do that if they are being if they're targeting me or like doing anything to me first, and yeah, that'll set me off probably. But most of the time, it's not gonna happen. My teammates are just really bad, and I don't even know what else to do. So I want to show everybody. So as people know, I'm a programmer, okay? But I don't know anything about animation, anything about artwork, 3D, or anything, right? So I told my friend, because I want to make my own perk icons for DVD and portraits. Well, as you know, that doesn't have anything to do with programming, and I'm not very creative. So the perks are easy, because the perks you just take into like paint.net and you just change the color. But the portraits, you gotta take it into paint.net or like Photoshop or GIMP. Take the background out. Take the background out, and then, so you have to take the background out, and then you can put your own background in. That's not the hard part. The hard part is designing the background for my portraits that I don't really know how to do. So my friend, he's a 3D, he's an artist. He does 3D artwork, models and stuff, and he knows more about that stuff than I do, and he does even some map level design stuff, designing maps. So I told him what I wanted to do. And the design that I told him I wanted, you ever saw that Haunted Mansion movie? I wanted to kind of have that like some kind of haunted mansion background that said that has the Dead by Daylight logo with some other like trees and stuff. And he sent me the picture a week ago, and he did not disappoint. And I want to show you guys what it, for the first time, what it looks like. He designed that, and I told him I was gonna pay him for it. See the haunted mansion in the background? That's what I told him I wanted. I can show you all the text message. I said I want it to be some kind of like a horror background, but I want it to be DVD, but I don't want it to be exactly DVD related. Like I want it to be like a vibe of DVD, but I want it to be like maybe the haunted mansion, and then with the trees of the fog, of like a DVD vibe. I don't know why. I just thought a mansion, the haunted mansion, would be a good vibe too. So it did not disappoint. So now he did that for me. Now it's my job to go through and now it's my job to go through, take out the old backgrounds or whatever, the portraits, and put my own in. I can't speak. But yeah, he did not disappoint. So he's got like the trees over here. He's got the haunted mansion, and he's got the DVD logo. So it kind of gives you a vibe that the haunted mansion's in the fog. So now you're at the haunted mansion, and then you have all the trees and stuff that gives you the resemblance of the fog of DVD. He killed it, bro. Absolutely disgusting artwork. I wish I was that talented, bro. I'm a developer, yes. I'm a musician, yes. But dude, I would love to be able to draw and stuff. So what he has this device that he hooks up to his computer that allows him to draw on his laptop. So he draws on this program, and that's how he makes his sketch and stuff. Then he turns it in, and then it adds everything for him. That hit? Oh my god, bro! Yeah, no, I shouldn't have hit, huh? Dude's got his fist balled up and everything. Bruh, you have 120 ping. What are you trolling for? I mean, I can report you for taking the game hostage. I don't buy that at all. That doesn't bother me at all, bro. I'm reporting this guy, bro. This guy is wasting my time, and this is I don't like to report people, but I will report you for this. I'm sorry, it's just uncalled for. Because you're salty, because you're just not that good. You got spin 3 times. It's ridiculous. No, he probably got spin more than 3 times, to be honest. Dude's got 116 ping trying to troll, dude. It's crazy. You're on console and you're on dial-up on wireless. Imagine that. Finally, bro. Yeah, that's been the story of my life tonight, bro. Go figure. He's anonymous. You should already know that. Alright. I know. I can't believe this guy was trying to fucking troll with 120 ping. A console player, 120 ping, playing on wireless. By the way, 2026. Wow. Bro, if you're watching, you would never be the player I am, man. Ever. Ever. I've been playing this game 9 years. You're mad and you're triggered because you got spun like 5 times. Okay? Chill. Oh, before I leave though. Taking the game hostage. Taking the game hostage. I don't report people. I don't report people for this. You wanna waste my time? I'll leave it up to the devs to make that decision. And maybe I'll even send the video clip to them as well. So, yeah. I could be a dick too. And I'm not even mad. I don't care if I live or die. Like, I literally, I mean, I care more about helping my team get out, and how I perform in the game. Escaping and dying does not mean shit to me. It does not. So, yeah, you killed me. Congrats. But there's no reason to be triggered because you got spun 5 times. It's like every time I have a good chase, which happens a lot, or I spin killers, or I'm moonwalking, whatever it is that good players do, they get triggered about it. But welcome to the MMR, welcome to the way DBD is now. I've probably been playing this game longer than probably before you were even born, to be honest with you. So, if you want to get better, I mean, I do teach players how to get better, but yeah, stay tuned for that. You know how you know a killer's a dickhead? When they're anonymous. Only anonymous players do that because they're hiding behind their little anonymous name. You know, they don't want no one to call their bullshit out. So, but hey, man, if you're watching, go ahead and add me.
Yeah. Go ahead and add me, bro. We can put money up on it. We can 1v1 for money. That'd be fun. Do I want to take your money? Though I don't know. I don't think I want to take your money. I don't want to do that to you. I'm a nice guy. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that, man. I'm a nice guy. I'm a gentleman. I'm not a toxic player. I've been playing this game 9 years, and being a toxic player is never gonna be in my style of play. That's not who I am. But a lot of these new players think they can come in and check OG players. Who do y'all think you are? You guys are, huh? Who do y'all think y'all are? This game is so much easier than it was. Y'all wouldn't survive back in my day on this game. Fuck no. We didn't have no HUD showing what your teammates are doing. We didn't have no in-game collapse. We didn't have no where killers can cause a hat. Man, y'all would not survive back in my fucking day on this game. Fuck no. Fuck no, bro. There's no penalty to playing bad now. That you don't depib. The MMR's shit now. I mean, no, don't get me wrong. I believe the game is taking off in a great direction. I think it's better than it used to be as far as, you know, graphics and stuff. And I think it is a good thing that's more beginner friendly, yes. But I'm just saying, a lot of y'all probably wouldn't survive on the game. Y'all think it's hard? I mean, a lot of y'all newer players that think it's hard now. Yeah. I mean, we got AI in the game now to help y'all out. Y'all killers, we got AI. We got the Knight. We got AI now, bro. Oh, good shot. Great shot and good hit. I want you to suck my balls. I can't believe I teabagged your mom. I want you to suck my balls. You ever teabag someone? Back that train up, eat that booty crack. I'm so fucking high right now, man. I'm high off life right now, bro. I'm in a good mood tonight, bro. I ain't gonna let no bots ruin it. I don't think these players know who they're messing with. Yes, you're eventually gonna down me. That's fine. That's fine. Down me all you want, but don't freaking walk over my body after I done looped you for 3 gens or whatever, however long I looped you for. If you didn't get me down quick or quick enough, man, sit down, bro. Chill. 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 But I'll tell you right now, man, I 1v1 anybody. and there's money online, we doing it. $500 a chase, $1,000 a chase. We could double or nothing. Whatever y'all want to do. Let's do it, man. That'd be fun, man. Send me a contract. Let's sign it. Come on. Yeah? You like my guitars, huh? Yeah, yeah. You like my guitars? Is that why you're playing a guitar for me? Because you know I'm a guitar player, huh? Yeah? Shake your head yes if you're listening. Shake your head if you're listening to me. There's no way. You're not... Dude, I feel like I'm having a heart attack, dude. I'm having like heartburn right now so bad, dude. I ate ramen noodles. I don't think I should have. I have really bad heartburn sometimes. Just squeezing my chest. I know it's not a heart attack, because 9 times out of 10, if it was, I'll probably be in the worst pain ever. I wouldn't be sitting here. Or I'll be unconscious, especially if it's a cardiac arrest. I think people get cardiac arrest and heart attack mixed up. Heart attack, you can still be actually completely functional and just have chest pain and not even know. Cardiac arrest, you're most likely 99, probably 95% of the time you are unconscious within seconds. They're not the same thing. People think it is, but it's not. You had to borrow hope, bro? Why did they nerf Noid, but not Devour Hope? Devour Hope is actually really good. Luckily, I think I found it. Did not. This guy's a Hex player? You really thought you could shoot through that, buddy? Oh, what a shit. Where did he come from? He was mind gaming himself, bruh. giving him the game, bro. Shut up, bro. You fucking suck. Yeah, just go. I guess I should have went too. I didn't know he knew I was over there. How you gonna let me get more points than you? That's embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. It's truly embarrassing. He might end up getting more though. Ooh. Yummy yum. Oh my god. Oh my god, yes, baby. Oh my god, yes. You know, I'm gonna add this player. This player is funny. I'm gonna add you too. I'll add you too. Why not? Oh yeah, Lightborn shit. That never. I did all that. Trying to get a fast shot save just to go down, and he had Lightborn. I didn't realize he had Lightborn. I just thought I didn't have an angle. I wonder if I still have Gimp. I do. Ah, that's the little cuties, man. They rolling together, brother. Looking cute, girls. How y'all doing? You like my mugshot? Looking good, huh? Yeah. I got a mugshot, man. I got in some trouble. Yeah. Dude, man, I wish people could see your portraits and what your portraits look like. Like, I wish people can see, like, in the lobby, like, hover over your name. Everyone can see what you have. Like, how your icons and stuff look. Especially if you're on PC. Fuck yeah. I want to make, so right now I'm in the process of making my own portrait. And this is the background I have for it that my friend helped me design because I'm a developer. So I'm a developer, like I make mods and stuff and game stuff, and I also do websites. This is my website that I made from scratch. So yeah, I mean, that's what I do. So I don't know anything about design. So I told him I wanted, for my portrait, I wanted to have like the Haunted Mansion movie. I wanted to have like a Haunted Mansion, some kind of mansion with a little bit of like fog for DVD. And this is what he came up with, bro. Oh my god. Look at that. So I'm gonna have, that's gonna be the background, and then I'm gonna have the characters in front of it like you see on screen. Dude, that's gonna be nasty. I'm gonna use GIMP though, cause I don't have Photoshop anymore. I might get Photoshop again, but I just need to take them out, like, you know, take the background out of what their icons. I think DVD offers their icons. I think you can get it in. I think you can go to your files and get it, and then you can work on it that way. But yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start on it tomorrow. It's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a long time to. It's gonna take a while to polish everything up and get everything looking nice. I want my stuff to be high definition. Like, I don't want no pixels. You know, I want it to be nice 4K stuff. I want it to be high quality. High quality. Hey girl, how you doing, baby? Aubrey, you single? Aubrey, come here. You single, girl? Are you a girl? I want to holler at you, girl. I like girls. I really do. I like girls. How did you hit me? I want a 360. Oh, look at that. Look at that booty, girl. Mm-mm-mm. Look at that booty. Yeah, how you doing? You want a kiss? Let's kiss. That hit me, bro? I don't know why I fell for that. I knew she was gonna do that shit, bro. Why did I fall for that again? I'm so worried about the dog. I'm more worried about the dog than I am her. That dog is buggy as fuck. That dog is so buggy though. This killer and the twins, oh my god, take him out. He changed up his movement this time, bro. my god, no! It blocked! This fucking dog, dude, I'm gonna shoot it! It's so fucking annoying, bro! I never thought I'd be an animal abuser, but the damn gonna be one! Fuck that dog, bro. Kick that motherfucker. Like, I don't struggle very often, but the Houndmaster, I just never can get a grip on. Any killer that has aimbot or AI or a second entity, I struggle against. And what I mean by that, Wesker, his dashing ability is pretty much just glue, just locks onto you. Aimbot, right? The Knight, AI, you gotta worry about two entities, so AI is chasing you while he's gonna cut you off. And then the Houndmaster, you gotta worry about trying to avoid her while avoiding her dog trying to bite your wiener. Aubrey, I'll come get you, girl. I'll come get you. Love me some Aubrey. I love you. I love my girl. I'm just kidding. I'm tripping, brother. I'm tripping today. Of course, every killer's favorite perk. Know it, freaking know it. Of course, it's right here. No. No. Toxic as fuck. I don't know what else to say. I mean, I hate people do that too, I ain't gonna lie. See, this is the hard part about being a programmer. This is the hard part about being a programmer, man, because it's pretty easy, but when you get down to have to do movements and use your head and use math, it sucks. So right here, I'm making another call out, which is a suspicious drone, right? Well, the drone, a model doesn't just move by itself. You gotta tell it the direction and all this stuff, and the angle. So I'm working on the movement for it, and it's pretty fucking difficult. So I got a radius of 15 flow, an angle of 15, so he's gonna be flying like this, the drone. And then I have to get a math, and I have to divide that in half, so I can go at the center point of x of the vector 3, get the y, get the z, plus the angle and radius and vertical movement. So it flies like this. And then I have to think about the physical of it. And then I have to get the drone position, next position, drone rotator, or rotation, new rotator, 0, 0, and then angle times that. Oh, fuck. I mean, it's working. So what I had to bring my calculator out and try to figure out the physics, but it's kind of some math and physics. It's working, so basically the drone it's not like a vehicle. When I spawn in a drone, it's not a vehicle, it's a prop. So it's not in GTA. We're talking about GTA here. It's not a vehicle, so when you spawn something in the model, it's just sitting there, right? It doesn't move. You gotta tell it to move. It's not like you spawn a vehicle in and it's already programmed in GTA. The models are different, so I gotta write the whole script of the realism of it flying. Because the name of the call out is Suspicious Drone, and a man is flying a drone over people's houses and recording them. That's the story of the call out. So, of course I could just make a simple call out, not even have a drone spawn in, and just maybe just a witness say, yeah, I saw him flying a drone around, but we don't actually see a drone, but we have witnesses seen it. That's enough at that point. But me being the programmer I am and been doing it for so long and went to school for it, I gotta go over and beyond, right? I gotta make it top notch. I'm not gonna half-ass do anything. So, yeah, that's where my mind's at with it. But I just started the development. I started it actually like last week, and I've already made a lot of progress on it. And it works, no crashes, pretty stable. But the model's not spawning in properly, and I'm still trying to get the drone to fly over the houses properly. And then when we tell him that he needs to pack up the drone and leave, it needs to fly back to the witness or to the suspect, the possible suspect, and then so he can take his drone. He can pick up his drone if he's an innocent hobbyist, or if he's a drug smuggler, then we'll just arrest him from there. So, but like I said, getting the drone model to fly properly is hard. I mean, it's a lot of physics, but it's a lot of math too. And I've had to reach out to a couple math geniuses, and one of my friends that's a pilot that actually works on aircrafts, just so I could really understand how this, you know, how it's supposed to react. I mean, I mean, if I didn't go to school for this, which I suck at math, I'm just warning you, I suck. That's why I use a calculator. Anytime I'm doing programming and I need to find out an equation for something, calculator. And you can't tell, and I promise you, a lot of professional programmers do the same thing. I know a few that do. Because when they're programming for 10 hours a day, they're not trying to think about no math, okay? That's the last thing. You know, something that's hard to maybe come up with. So they use a calculator a lot of them. It just gives them that quick equation. But yeah, I don't use AI. A lot of my softwares that I program in, they have built-in AI now, which is crazy. I don't use it though, man, because I'm so afraid. Well, because I like to do things by scratch. I like to be able to look back on stuff and say, wow, I can't believe I built this from the ground up, and look where it's at now. You know what I mean? I want to be more proud of it. But not just, but I feel like if I let AI work on things, I'm not gonna know what they're changing, and I'm gonna spend a lot of time debugging their code. It's not worth it to me. Now it is a good tool if you want to learn how to program, and it's also a good tool if you want to use it maybe to help you debug when you do get stuck on something. It is a good tool to learn and all that stuff. I thought he was further away than that. Holy shit. Where do you I wasn't paying attention. Well, good thing I hadn't been hooked. None of us have been hooked yet. I want you to suck my big 10-inch cock. My BBC is going out of stock. He's trying to push me out, but I'm not leaving my teammates hanging on a thread. Look at my green eyes, they're looking good. I know the girls like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, like I said, getting the math is pretty difficult. But I need to figure out why the model is not spawning in properly. So there's 3 other drones that I could probably spawn in, or that can have as a backup. So I need to find spawn drone. Here we go. See, I only have 1 drone prop, and I'm using the arcade one. So there's a few more I can do. I think that one's from the Diamond Heist Casino. So there's a few more I can do. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put this in a try and catch. This is going to help me debug if something goes wrong. So what we'll do is we can put this in a try and catch, and I think that is going to be, let me think. Try, no, that's not right, is it? Yeah, see how I have a try and catch right here? There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So that is going to help me debug, and it's going to help if something goes wrong. It's going to keep the game, hopefully keep the game from crashing. So that's the plan. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to take everything that I have in here, put it in here. Not sure what's going on here. I see. And then what we'll do is we'll comment this out. And then what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get a string. Drone models equals. And then here, we'll put our props in here. And then we'll have to rename this to models. So we'll work on that. You're a slut. You are a slut. You are a freaking slut. Here, eat that. Eat that pussy, baby. Yeah. I love watching people try to learn how to moonwalk. Or trying to moonwalk. It's cute. Oh shit. portraits. This ain't good. Wow. Oh, he knew he saw that coming. Why she look like she's fucked up on drugs, bro? Okay, I'm gonna see something real quick. He's really tunneling me, bro? Wow. You got that pussy, man. Oh, turn on your hacks again? Or turn them off? Which one? Oh, he's talking shit to me. Oh, mommy said it was time for bed, I guess. Did I trigger him or something? I don't know. The hell he get? Now he turned nice, or is he gonna troll? Girl, put a shirt on, girl. I think it's fun. I'm a happy twerk, bro. Oh, yeah. I just found a new way to twerk, bro. Oh my god, bro. If you hit control and then let go of the Jane character, does that. Yeah. I guess you. Aw, Bella. Is she alive? Bella, she's not live though. Sucks. United States of America. Into the Republic. I'm gonna add her though. She's a sweetheart. She was good though. She was a good nurse. Alright, guys, well, unfortunately, they're on console. Unfortunately. But I'm about to. I'm about to take a break from the game, but I'm about to go get some food. I'll leave that for now. Yeah, I know. I wish I could talk to them. I wish I could tell them I was gonna leave. I hate just leaving, but. So how do you find your? See, I got the background I want to use for my portrait, so I can start designing my own portraits. But how do we, like, how do you find? So this is how I can get the portrait, I guess, huh? So I wonder if I can save. Can I click on the image? I want that image though. How do you? I don't even know how you spell it, bro. Tries again. What? I don't understand where that picture is coming from. Okay, it's coming from the DVD page. I'll use it then. The fuck? Okay, does it open with GIMP though? Not sure what file that is, but sweet. Sweet. So now I can work on adding a different background for my portraits. And then I can just save it to a PNG. So let me see if I can put a background. Let me just put any picture and see if it. So let's just. I'm not gonna use anyone else's picture because I got my own that I'm gonna use. But I want to see. I want to see. Let's say. Let's say a dark, foggy woods. I don't know. Oops. .512 by 512. 512 by 512. Let's just pick one. I haven't used GIMP in forever. I don't know if I don't even know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. Dude, they changed it on me, man. I used to have my tools over here. Oh, here we go. I don't remember how to work this. Where's my magic wand, though? Dude, what? Oh. Oh, shit. What did I do? Oh, shit. I was on the wrong one. Hey, that's. Well, yeah. I mean, you can't help DVD's graphics, right? I mean, He kind of looks pixel. Oh, he don't look too bad. Hey, honestly, he really don't look that bad. Maybe a little big, but I'm not using this picture. I already have a picture that I designed. That my buddy helped me design because he's more into Photoshop and designing shit than I'm more of a programmer. But he helped me. I've been thanks to him. But since he designed it, I gotta go through. It's my responsibility to go through, crop everything out, and make everything over the background. Cause I want to make my own. There we go. Just hide him. Just have his little beautiful face. And we can also open up to see other people's work too. Not to copy them, just to see what they have for. Some even have cartoons. I don't know how they design. Like, how do you design this? Like how do they do this? That's beautiful work. And he's got their perks, their teachable perks too. And some people are just talented, man. And there's probably programs out there that will take a character and turn it into a cartoon, or they probably drew. Who knows? But I would love to know how they do that. I'm not that talented. I'm a developer, not a artist. So it's good work though. Some of these artwork is ridiculous, man. How do you give him the smile? Mm, regardless if it's with AI or face app, who cares? This is cool that you can do this. You know, regardless if it's with a AI or some other program, it's nice to be able to do this without having to do too much work and get what everyone wants with somebody out there wanting all smiles. Keep the positive energy.
I want my money back. I want you to suck my fucking ass crack. Choke my BBC, baby. Yeah. Suck my BBC, baby.
Okay, we could do something like that. So we are probably I would say we are probably. Let me go ahead and work on this for a second. So I've been working on this website for about 6 months, all by scratch. The only thing I had help with, to be honest with you, is a friend of mine that does back end server stuff, and he helped me with very minimum of JavaScript. That's it, really. Just certain stuff. Not, I did all this stuff, but some of the settings at the top and stuff, the site settings. Let me see. Yeah, just the site settings and some of these. That's about it. Okay, so this website is still in develop. I mean, this callout is still in development, but I would say we are looking at a lot more than that now. So update that, let people know what's going on. I'll say we're about 75%. Um, let's also let them know under this nice little news update. So I let them know new call location coming soon. All calls are gonna have new location. That's just, we'll let them know a new update. It's gonna be a location update. So I like how I designed this, and you can read, open up this. So I think I have that at the top. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah, no. I don't think this is it. It is it. Okay. So the way I had this programmed is I have this program. So I have all this. I already once you have everything set up and programmed, everything becomes easy. Because all you gotta do is pretty much copy everything you have to make new whatever. Because we already have it programmed in and everything, right? So I have the title, date, category, feature programmed in, so I can put whatever I want in here. So new feature, this pops up on what we want it to be, a development update, whatever the category is gonna be. New feature, right? But it's gonna be a location update in our case. Now this could be kind of confusing because it's not gonna really autocorrect anything because we're using HTML with unordered lists and list items. So this stands for paragraph for HTML, unordered list and list items. Okay. And we have ID 1. So you have to keep the IDs in check, and then future, that becomes, so future would mean like, is it gonna be at the top? Is it gonna be the first one we see? So Okay, we'll just keep it like that for now. So what we'll do, there we go. Because I had too many true. So you see how we put true, that becomes at the top. And then whatever the last one will be the one that, so we're gonna put it future so they can see at the top of the page here. And we have to keep it in order, so we have 9, we have to go to 10 for ID 10. That's just how I have it. I can't have the same ID number. And I added a new location. To a police impersonating call out. Okay. So this call out got a new location. Okay. What's the date? Oops. Okay, so right here we're just writing what we want, and then we will write the read the full update. We're gonna write that with the HTML, but we're gonna write it in JavaScript with HTML. And this is gonna be future because we want it to be at the top. And that's all we need for that. Alright. And now we can write the HTML. Summary. We'll say new Alright, paragraph. Added. Added. we don't even need a paragraph. We can just do the list item. We can just say let's just say fake cop got a new location in this city. Many of you now in programming we can do spaces with a BR tag like that. It's a self-closing tag. But programming they don't care about spaces unless we're doing it unless we're calling for a space. So since I'm running out of space here wherever I can see, we'll just go ahead and do this. Many of you been asking for more for so we have unordered list. We have unordered list, as you can see right here. That stands for unordered list, and this is list items. And we can also have order list. So, so for example, if I go down to this call out, unordered list gives us these bullet points, which we could take them out, but we don't. We're not going to. But these are bullet points, right? But if I change this, let me just show you an example. If I change this to order list, it's gonna change to like a grocery list. 1, 2, 3, like that. Which wouldn't make sense, but let me just show you. There you go. Now it's just in order. Like if we would have a shopping list, right? We could do that if we wanted to. If I wanted to keep track of one, whatever. But I like the bullet points, me personally. So let's go back up here to our work. And it's not going to be a big list item. Just going to let people know that we just got one thing changed. And that is going to be Airport Los Santos Airport location added. Close it. And there we go. I love how this turned out, man. I spent a month designing this. A month. All by scratch. As you can see, I know what I'm doing. I mean, I went to school for it, I would hope. This is what I do, And sometimes when I'm tired, my mind's not there, I forget code, and then that's when I have to wrap it up and come back. Or if I have a headache and I just can't code. It's hard. And you forget things, and sometimes I misspell things, and I gotta figure out what the hell's going on, and it takes me a little while to debug. I'm like, wow, I forgot a semicolon. Are you serious? So. But if I didn't want to showcase this no more, and I wanted to showcase maybe I made an update to this or whatever it may be. I can just take this to turn this to false. This is how I designed it. And then let's say I want this one to be back true. Now that one's back at the front page, right? So this website's not live yet. Still working on it. I know when it goes live, people are gonna be looking at the source code. Oh my god, AI. Well, I invite you to come watch me code. Just because I name things a certain way and I suck at spelling things sometimes, which I do. I just suck at spelling sometimes. And my variables, I suck at naming variables. I mean, if you look at my variables, spotlight, title, row, section, heading, I mean, I get bored. I don't know how to fucking name shit. I mean, I don't want to sit here for 2 hours trying to figure out what to name a whatever. So I just come up with bullshit. And then I come back and I'm like, I don't remember why I named that. And then I fucked myself. I need to start doing comments more. Making comments to myself like this that doesn't get rendered by code. See, none of this is getting rendered by code now. That's going to completely break everything, right? That completely just broke my, where is it at? Yeah, that completely broke this session. But, because we have to close it. But that's comments. Hello, this doesn't get ran by code. Whatever. So that doesn't get ran. I don't do enough fucking commenting. I even with me naming my shit, I forget what it fucking does sometimes because there's so many ways to do shit, and I forget why I did it, and I forget exactly what it's doing, and what I named my variable, whatever. So even though like I coded it, when there's a thousand and thousand lines of code, there's also thousands of code that do the same thing. You will forget. You will. I mean, I forget code all the time, and sometimes I gotta Google shit. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do, or I have to call my friend, like, hey, dude, stuck. I need a little help. It happens. It's a language. It's like learning English. I mean, you know? I'm not really a big fan of this section, but let me just show you guys a little something real quick. I just want to show you guys a little something, and how I designed for mobile. Okay, I want to show you guys how I design for mobile. You see this section right here? I'm using a grid. Okay, I'm using a fucking grid, and you notice how this is not responsive. This doesn't look good. That will not look good on an iPhone. Let me just show you. It looks like shit. Everything else is fine. Because I've worked on that. Everything else is perfectly fine. Alright, but how I do this, and how I figure out my breakpoint for iPhone and mobile devices they're called breakpoints, is I use this slider. And you see how this is moving perfectly, right? I took some time into really making that work. But you see, if I come up here to that part that's not responsive no more, well, trying to show an example here. Okay, but let me show an example right here. Now, you see how this snaps? It's because I made it snap. I made it go into like this as for small devices. But that's a breakpoint. So I knew when I got here, it didn't look right. This was like way off screen or collapsing or the text was off. That's a breakpoint. That means I need to bring the font sizes down, bring stuff down to smaller devices, and have it displayed as a vertically instead of horizontally. So that was a breakpoint that I used. How do we do this? Let me show you. We use a thing called media queries. Okay? Google Chrome is very good for development. For that reason, we can see how things look and everything. So here we go. I like this little hover effect. This looks nice. So what we want, ideally, what we want this to do is to stack everything on top of each other, right? So if you look at this right now, and I told you we have a grid, how would you picture the grid? Well, you would say, well, there's a grid with 2 rows, right? And maybe 1 column and 2 rows, right? If you split this down the middle, you have a row here and a row here, right? Well, you would want this to be 1 row on mobile devices so it can stack on top of each other. That's ideally what you would want to do. Now you see that's a break point there that I gotta adjust to. I don't like that break point. And you see how broken it is now? Because I haven't added the other stuff in yet. So I want to show you an example. So let me show you I got this real quick. All right. If I come up here, we have a thing called Spotlight Container, which contains everything for this area. This contains everything. This is the container. It contains the Spotlight content, the title, everything, right? And you see we have a display grid. Okay. And then we have a grid template column, 1 FR, 1 FR, which is going to be 2 rows and 2 columns. Okay. Well, to make it work on mobile device, as you can already see, we already have some media queries. We need to add a media query. So we need to say at media and max width. So we're saying when the width gets to 600 pixels or below, when it gets to 600 pixels and below, run this code. Let's go ahead and shrink it down as far as we can go. And we're going to say dot spotlight container. Okay. And then we're going to say grid template 1 FR. That's it. Now you see this? That's what we want. Now this button, I gotta fix that button. I'm not sure what's going on with that. I was doing some stuff with it, that's right. We can actually just delete that. I was just trying to do something with it. And because of that, but we'll fix that. There we go. There we go. So as you can see, we delete this. It looks like shit. We put that 1 FR in. There you go. Pretty responsive now. So now when you open up the website, and you check it, you can see it on big screens here. We open it up, we go to iPhone, and iPhone looks like it's doing its thing. Right? Now, I don't have it, I don't have it all the way, as you can see on the side here, but that's by design, okay? Because the menu is going to take up half of that. But you can still see everything on the website, everything's still there. I got to work on this, but yeah. All it means is this is not taking up the 100% width of the website. We can fix that, I believe, though. We can check that out, but I think we can fix that. I think we can go in here and just say, like, width 100%. And now, why don't you look at there? Why don't you look at that? But now, so these are all different. But now this ain't really showing. But that's because we haven't made everything 100% yet. But the XR looks really good. Wow, XR looks really good. That's the first one I designed. That one still looks really good. Now, obviously, websites can get more intense. Like, I'm a web developer and stuff and video game stuff, but would I be able to sit here and make a Facebook? Probably not. Because first of all, once again, that's a like it can get more complicated. But then again, you don't need to make it complicated. You gotta think about it. Facebook. Think about it. When he's a genius, yes, but when he made Facebook, it was not nowhere near where it's at now. Now he knows he's a full stack developer. I'm not. I'm a front end. So front end, you don't really need to know a whole lot. You need to know a lot, but back end server stuff could be more complicated. But you know, it could be a successful front end developer too. But he was Mark Zuckerberg, whatever, is a full stack developer. He knows front end and back. But like I said, he made it by himself back in the day. Facebook was okay, but it definitely wasn't popular and definitely wasn't great, right? But it's a lot better now today because he's got a full team of dedicated, hardworking, talented programmers, and it's easy to come to work, and it's easy to learn from to get better when you learn from other people and you're passing knowledge to your the other programmers, and of course it's gonna be what it is when you have a big team like that working on one site and the other stuff they bought out, whatever, Instagram, whatever. So, but this is a great website for just anything. I mean, unless you're making a dating site or Facebook or anything with an online store or something that needs a little, that's different. You know, then you would need it's a little bit back end, but I got a friend for my back end development stuff. All right, that's gonna do it for now, man.